So, invading Hyrule, huh?
Oh yeah!
Love doing it.
Hell no, not this guy!
We're gonna be playing as Wizro because he's creepy.
You mean Bordro?
I mean, it's creep bro. But yeah, he's creepy. Is the point. And he is. He's like a Kirby enemy. Yes, his mouth is his, you know, his eye.
He's boring.
Look, he's a Kirby enemy, and I can dig that. And he's like the final boss in a Kirby game. He's basically what I'm trying to say is that Wizard is actually 02. This is my fan theory, and I will post it on fanfiction.net. I think that's still alive. I don't know.
Oh yeah, it's still alive and kicking.
Of course it is. Oh well, so yeah, the whole point of the reason why Wizard came here is Sia's army come here to A, take over Hyrule, B, take over fairies because they're assholes.
And C, take over that sweet ass booty link.
The whole point of this plan is to.
Oh yeah,
the whole point of this plan. The whole point of this plan is to get Sia a booty call.
Seriously, all of this is all just because she wants that ass.
And you know, the best part is that it's actually canon. Anyway, so first of all, on this map we start on the north side, which is interesting because we usually don't do. On this map we usually start on the south side, because that's where Hyrule Castle is, obviously. Secondly, Wizro. Wizro is
boring.
Well, first of all, his attacks are pretty slow. There's a reason for this. He doesn't really have he has his strong attack there where he can grab enemies. It doesn't really do anything outside of grabbing enemies, so I usually don't use it. Okay, so Wizro has a passive, right? As you can see here, he likes to shoot a lot of energy balls because he's a Toho character in hiding.
I think it's more that he's a fan of Toho, but
yeah, he also he likes to shoot out balls. As you can see here, these balls like to explode. That is because his passive is that when you shoot out his orbs of the dark energy, which he does with his first, third, and fifth attack, and yeah, something like that at least. His first, third, and fifth attack, and also some of his special attacks shoot out the orbs. After a while, they'll be lit on fire, and if you hit these orbs, if they are lit orbs with something else, like that light slash that he uses, or another ball of energy, they will explode. Which, if enemies are caught in this explosion, they will be blasted towards Wizro, and from there you can do a lot of combos. It's interesting, and it means you can do a lot of damage with the explosions and comboing enemies and whatnot. But the problem is that he's boring.
Yeah, he is. That's the thing. Yeah, he's quite powerful, but again, you have other characters who are equally as powerful, but also like double.
Well, like
you have the Goron. I mean, Darunia. He is strong but fast.
Yeah, but if I remember correctly, in terms of just damage and how fast he can output damage, in the end, Wizro wins out just because of pure damage and how fast he can deal out that damage. Like Darunia, he does a lot of damage, but he's kind of slow. He's also kind of slow about it. But the difference between Darunia and Wizro is that
Darunia is fun,
and also he's just nostalgia, I guess.
But I can still enjoy at least Sia in some ways, and Volga, but Wizro, hell no, I can't enjoy this character. It's boring.
Yeah, like in the end, there are more fun characters to play as than Wizro, and I'm sorry Wizro, but you kind of fall on the short end.
Suck. You're not fun, and there's tons of DLC characters that are tons of fun too.
Yeah.
I mean, one of my personal favorites is Twilight Midnight, most because of reasons we'll probably show at some point.
Yeah, because she's great.
She is super fun.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so in the end, Wizro not really the greatest character. So
at least not to us.
Yeah, speaking not great, this mission, as you can see here, what happened? What happened there is that there were a bunch of Goron captains in the north part of the map, and then and Lana, and then after a while, or if you as soon as you get to one of these keeps that you have to take over to get to the south side of the map, Lana will start sending the Goron captains to one of the locked keeps so that the Hyrulean army can, attack or get the notice that there's an enemy army. The thing is that if you want to be effective about it, what you want to do is that you want to kill all the Goron captains in the north side first, and then start moving towards the south.
So why didn't you do that?
Because I forgot. Look, this was the first thing, I'll admit. But also because it doesn't really matter. As you can see there, either way, you probably will win the mission unless you let like 2 or 3 or 4. Essentially, it's the whole idea that the Hyrulean army has to be more prepared. The more Goron's captains get there, the more prepared they are. I think that's the idea. But oh well.
Oh well.
In the end, it doesn't really matter. We still won the mission, so who cares? But also Lana. She appears there. That was great. What else? In the Legends version, also believe that.
Actually, I have a bigger question. Where does this take place in the main storyline?
Right before the main storyline starts.
That doesn't make sense because Lana should not be there. We don't meet her until the forest.
The Hyrulean army didn't know that Lana was there.
But you meet some of them fighting with her in the forest.
Look.
This doesn't because if this, then Link would be out there fighting already.
Anyway.
Oh.
I don't have an answer for that. Anyway. So I'm going to
Maybe the
I
thread
I don't have an answer for that, so I'm going to change the subject. There are more questions in this timeline, quite frankly.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I believe that in the Legends...
Time Wizard did it.
Anyway, in the Legends version, I believe at least, that as soon as one Goron captain reaches the keep, the other Goron captains will start moving faster. So that's great. Also, other things that the Legends version has, the heart pieces and heart containers and whatnot. The Westeros heart container is east of Hyrule Castle under a rock. Volga's heart piece is in the fairy fountain. As soon as that becomes available for capture, in the Legends version. It doesn't here for some reason. And the Skulltula, as soon as you defeat 1,000 enemies, is to the east of Northfield Keep. Also, I believe under a rock. I don't remember though.
What a reason to leave. That's enough for one day. I'm gonna stop fighting now.
Yeah. Also, don't worry. You don't have to defeat all these Hyrulean captains. You only need to defeat 3, and then Impa appears.
Seriously, is that how you could leave the army? Like, that's enough for fighting me. I'm going back to the camp now.
I'm not going to fight for my country. Screw this. I don't want to be part of this war anyway. I'm out, man.
Yeah, that's totally how it works, right?
Essentially. Oh, and also, when Impa appears here, she also spawns assault troops that also advance toward the allied base alongside with Impa. So, more trouble if you would let Impa get to the allied base, which you shouldn't, because she takes a pretty long route to get here.
She's not really smart route-wise.
No, she takes like the longest way, honestly. Oh well. Oh, actually, I will say that that attack where the Westeros' strong attack, where he does a lot of random, literally does a Toho bomb, I guess.
Yeah.
And he just spins around and shoots a lot of bullets around. It's actually a pretty good attack against giant bosses, because if you almost stand in the middle of a giant boss and just use that attack, it will soak up all the damage. So that's neat, I guess.
It's a neat thing, I guess.
No, but I guess actually, if you have to use Wizard, which you would have to in the Master Quest, maps. Also, what the hell was that sound? Did you
I
hear
don't
that?
know.
I mean, it ran past someone and it was oh well. But yeah.
Maybe he's not a fan of Choho.
Oh no.
Chohoians. I don't know what you call yourself.
Let me tell you about Toho. Let me tell you about trumpets.
Let me, play some music.
Anyway. But yeah, Impa partially only disappears for a while. She'll be back later. And boy oh boy. Actually, she's not a problem at all at that point, but we'll get to that. It's actually pretty soon, because at this point, as soon as she disappears, Hyrule Castle partially opens, and Zelda comes like, hey, it's time to play. And yeah, she's ready, it's time to play.
It's time to answer the call of duty.
Yeah, she's apparently better at doing this than her soldiers are. But she can't sell this.
And the majority of her previous incarnations.
Cell is a badass in this game.
Oh yeah, that's why I love her.
Yeah. No.
Queen! I know I read somewhere that she actually is queen, not princess, in Hyrule Warriors.
She has to be, because she's not a king, I guess. Or whatever, I don't...
She is the ruler, which does make her,
It should make her queen, yeah. Anyway, so as you see here, Impa reappears, and she will slowly but surely move her way towards the allied base. You can either go and meet her and defeat her to make sure she doesn't, and then she's actually sent back to the enemy camp, or you can just focus on Zelda. Which, I mean, it all depends on how strong your Wistro is, if you want to do this or not. Well, your character is, I should say. I mean, you could play as any character in free mode.
Well, you still have to beat this first time, so...
Yeah. So,
although you could have picked Volga instead and be so much better.
Look, at some point I had to show off Wistro, and, might as well do it here, I guess.
I guess.
I guess. So, yeah. I would say focus on...
Hey, look, it's Tekken! All the jugglings.
Is there a character in Tekken that has a... that has energy balls? There must be. It's a fighting game. One of the fighters must have an energy ball. Because we're all Shoryukens here. Sorry, Hadoukens. Whatever, I don't play Street Fighter.
I don't know, the only fighting character I know that sort of like has balls is Rose from Street Fighter.
Oh yeah, she does.
I don't think Tekken has. They usually, I would say, usually rooted in more realistic ones. But then you have
Devil Jin.
I would say, but then you have the Hasama clan, and they're just like all devils. Except for Heihachi, because he doesn't need a fucking gene. He can just kick ass anyway.
I guess thunder powers instead or something. Oh, actually, one more thing. As you saw there, one of Wistro's strong combos is when he shoots the laser, and you can actually control where that laser goes.
Yeah, it's pretty okay. I would say that's one of the good ones.
Yeah, it's like you want to use that one or the bullets.
Both because the laser penetrates, so.
Yeah, laser penetrates, and also the bullet. You can also use the bullet spawn, especially in keeps at least. That's where it's most effective.
Wait, where did he go?
Oh no, slime! Oh no, I've been gacked. Well, I'm dead. Goodbye. What is he going to do? Eat me?
I don't know. I don't want to know.
With his mouth eye? Whatever. Mission cleared. Go away, Wistro. I don't like you.
No one does.
Someone out there does. People who are good at using his passive are.
It's probably the same people who enjoy Bastion.
Shit, stop dating this game, man. Don't date my videos. No, please do.
You've already done it yourself.
Oh well. So, I realized that mission was pretty short. Let's extend this video and play as a fun character instead, where we don't whine all the time.
Let's play the greatest character. Volga.
The Usurper King. Yeah, so this is the third mission that unlocks. You saw there was a fourth mission. It's because I may have to re-record this mission as well. For reasons.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was actually, we were in the call and he forgot to record.
Again.
At least I don't have, yell at him like last time.
Well, it's because I recorded it myself instead of recording it with you that time, so whatever.
I know. Well, when you didn't record the first time.
Yeah. So anyway, actually, speaking of timeline, when does this take place? This would take place. This would take place in time frame between when Lana sends out everyone through the time portals, and when Sia opens the time portal. Somewhere between there, these two next two missions happen.
Oh, not this song. Ugh.
It's a great song. It's an alright song at least. Anyway.
It's a boring shit ass song.
Anyway, Volga is special. You wanna know
because
why?
He's awesome.
Well, okay, so Volga is special because he can turn into a fucking dragon.
Oh yeah, motherfucking dragon!
Then die bombs and do a giant explosion. This is essentially a special attack because it takes out so many enemies.
Whoa, he is Lubu.
Yeah, so this essentially Volga has like 3 special attacks. One, normal special attacks, and also a combo attack where he turns into a dragon, die bombs. So that's great. Thank you, Volga. You're great.
Like, Volga is... First of all, he has speed. He is fast.
Yeah, like, if you compare... Volga is essentially the anti-Visro. He's fast, he's short range,
but
Visro is very long range.
But he also deals a ton of damage.
Well, okay, so this... As I said before, I had to redo this mission sometimes, so my Volga is actually really strong. But even then, even when you get, at someone that would be at normal power, he's still pretty strong.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. He is, even, I would say, when you first play him, he is strong. Because of just his speed and power, just his speed alone is amazing. And when you can get that dragon form, like, you're just gonna wreck.
Yeah.
Nothing is gonna hold you back.
Yeah. So the game here tells you that you can defeat Midden or Sand. I believe that's a lie. I haven't tested it out myself right now, but I believe that you can't even approach Sand at this time because his doors are locked.
No, if you look at the map, actually, all sides are locked out.
No, I mean as in, even if you take over that place, it will still be locked.
Yeah, but...
So, what you actually have to do is you have to run over to Midna and take over a keep that actually will open the doors, I believe. But before you do that, you do not want to run towards Midna the first thing you do. You want to first of all, you want to take over this keep, for reasons later. And secondly, you want to defeat these forces that Midna spawns. Essentially, you want to clear out the south, to make sure that you are controlling the south and no one else.
The south will rise again!
God damn it. Volga. His normal strong attack is where he does a little spin around with his pike and then slams it to the ground. Not super useful. He has a similar attack where his first combo attack where he does a similar thing that is more useful. Especially if you consider his passive, which is a bit... you wouldn't think of it, what his passive is. His passive is that...
Pure badass?
Yeah. Not only that, but also he has a passive ability where if you dodge, then immediately follow your dodge with the combo, then that combo will break the enemy's guard. If you... Like, you don't probably will not think about it. So essentially if you do a strong attack, then dodge out of it, and then start attacking again. Essentially.
Yeah. Again, he runs some pure badassness, so...
Yeah. Okay, of course, again, it's a good passive ability, and you should be using it, but you don't really need to be using it, to be honest.
You will do it unconsciously anyway, so...
Yeah, if you just dodge around a lot. Oh well. So...
oh well.
Never mind that crap, here comes mid now. So yeah, if I understand correctly, what you should be using is that you should be using his first combo attack, the one where he... I don't know if I actually showed off properly, but he does something similar to his normal strong attack, where he spins around his spike and then just attacks. And then you just want to dodge out of that, do that same attack, dodge out, do that same attack, etc., into infinity, until you defeat the commander. Anyway.
Oh my god, what is that?
So...
oh yeah.
I mean, we make comparisons with Lubu all the time, so I might as well just add in Lubu's theme, and not just because Bad Gamer linked me to that video, but
more
also...
or less demanded it.
More or less demanded it, yes. Oh well.
Seriously.
So yeah, I mean, Midna is... I mean, I'll be honest, I do like Remnants of Twilight, but this theme's better. This theme is better. Oh well.
Well, this just, solidifies more that he is Lubu.
Yeah.
He's just looking for a worthy opponent. But he's not fighting a midget.
Funny thing about Lubu, we have mentioned Lubu a number of
A
times.
lot.
A lot, when in comparisons with Volga. This is because Lubu is kind of infamous in the Dynasty Warriors franchise for being unkillable.
Or at least just a more or less a badass.
Yeah, essentially, at least.
Like the saying goes, you do not pursue Lubu. I think Confucius say that.
I think all the games actually say that. Do not
Yeah,
pursue,
they do.
Do not pursue Lubu, because he will probably one hit kill you like a douchebag.
Even on the easier modes, he will kick your ass.
Yeah, it's great. But historically, Lubu was a madman.
Oh yeah, he was.
He, if I understand correctly, at least I read up a bit about Lubu before this recording. He essentially just were the way that he's portrayed, at least, is that he was just seeking for a strong opponent, and the reason and the way he did this is that he backstabbed almost every general he ever sided with.
Oracle backstab.
Yeah, like his adopted father, backstab. The next guy that he followed up, backstab, killed as well as his adopted father.
He changed faction multiple times throughout the years he lived.
Yeah. He sided with the guy. Then when that guy called himself emperor, he said screw that. Joins another guy. Then 2 years later, he joins up with the guy that called himself emperor anyway. And then finally, he's captured, executed, killed. They cut off his head because he's a madman. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this guy, like, the way we portray him a little bit the same is just because, you know, Volga is probably doing the same thing. The only reason he, is following C is because, he's using dark magic.
Yeah, well, he's following CS. The only reason Volga is following CA is because CA is controlling him. Let's not kill ourselves here. But he was also talking about, like, he doesn't really care about the war that Sia wanted. And as soon as if you remember back when we defeated Sia in the Valley of the Seers.
Yeah, he eventually did break the control.
Yeah, he breaks in control and then he says, like, okay, if we would have let him at least, he would have said, okay, now fight me like a true warrior, and something like that.
Sounds more or less like Lubu would say.
Yeah, also, what the hell, like, what are you doing here?
Oh god, kill her fast!
You're not going to be staying there for long. She also, yeah, so she has the key to let us go to the south side. But yeah, as you saw there, as soon as you defeat Midna, Sand's forces grow stronger, and he also summons Argrok to bomb the allied base. If you do not defeat, if you not clear out the south first, then you have a much bigger problem at this point. I actually lost the first time I did this properly, because it was just the powered up troops from Sand and also Argrok, and also just everything is eventually led to my downfall. What else? Oh yeah, also.
Kick ass.
Also, actually, if you're playing the Legends version, then you wouldn't be able to play Volga on this map unless you're playing in free mode. This is because he's the allied commander, so they didn't want to make him playable for some.
Well, they don't want to have badass running around?
Not on this map, at least. Also, if you're playing the Legends version, the CS Heart Piece is in the West Palace. Wistros Heart Container is under a rock north of West Palace, so they're pretty close together, I guess. And also, the Sculptula for defeating 1,000 enemies is under a rock south of the East Palace entrance, so around here-ish.
Also, if you wonder from what game this song is from Dynasty Warriors 7.
Yeah, if I understand correctly, at least I don't play the Dynasty Warriors games myself.
There are many different versions of Lubu's theme.
Yeah, it's like a leitmotif almost for the entire franchise.
But this one is my personal favorite. It's especially from Dynasty Warriors 7.
Yeah, and I wasn't going to look up another song because this one was basically perfect for this.
I know.
So thank you.
I can't stop smiling.
Yeah. So, yeah. Pretty simple. If you're... Well, again, like, the reason why I wanted Volga to be so strong is because he...
solidified his badasses even more?
Well, he's a fire type also, and this is a dark type stage. So I just wanted to make sure that, no, I'm not going to have any goddamn problems with this stage. I'm going to make him as strong as possible. Fun fact, none of the stages in CS Tale are fire-based. They're
No,
all
they are
darkness based.
no darkness. So they're mostly for Wistro or Sia herself.
Yeah. So screw you, game. I'm playing with whatever the hell I want.
Even if that might be a dragon.
What?
This was the best. This was the best video.
You're welcome.
Hmm.
I try sometimes. So
I
please.
demand more. I demand more Volga.
Maybe at some point when we get tired of the music.
I don't know. I can give you other links to other songs.
Maybe.